of you knew it was illegal for Black people to move to Oregon until 1926? Because I didn't know that. It's Leap Day, so we have an extra day of Black History Month, which for me will be extending into March. Welcome. And we're going to talk about the racism that existed in Oregon, specifically around Portland, and how it impacted a town called Vanport, which ultimately it didn't end well. Just spoiler alert. So as previously mentioned, Black people couldn't even live in Oregon until 1926. The year 1926. Less than 100 years ago. But as this creepy dude managed to entice all the white guys to go overseas and fight for our country, there was a labor shortage. So Black people, as they historically have done, saved our asses and migrated north to places like Vanport, which was a shipping yard industry. But Black people needed a place to live, and there was like only one neighborhood they were allowed to live in. And obviously that neighborhood could not support all the influx of people moving into that area. So Vanport was created as a temporary housing solution. And you know how temporary housing solutions go in this country. Add a heavy dose of racial discrimination into that, and you knew it was a recipe for disaster. So roughly 40,000 people lived in the city of Vanport. It was the second largest city in the state of Oregon, next to Portland across the river. And unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, was not built well. Add to that an unusually wet spring day in 1948 when a hole in the dike of the Columbia River opened up. And there was suddenly massive flooding, but nobody, the city officials, didn't warn the residents. The town was absolutely destroyed. At least 15 people died and over 18,000 families were displaced. They had nowhere to go. And today, Delta Park exists where the city of Vanport once was. Stay tuned for the series. We're going to carry this right on into March.